Higher self. Why did Kirk choose such an extreme path? Higher self. He is not a passive victim, but an active alchemist. Kirk chose to stand at the center of the storm, not for destruction, but for awakening. He became a mirror, forcing the unintegrated shadows of the collective unconscious to surface. Me. So what he bore was not just his personal fate, but the energy of the group. Higher self. Yes, he became a vessel of karma, gathering within himself countless unexpressed anger, fear, and wounds. Through his death, this polarized energy has the chance to transform into the fire of reflection, the seed of compassion. This is the alchemy of the soul. Me. Why did Kirk's death cause such a great upheaval? Higher self. Because humanity is standing at the edge of a rift in consciousness. You possess vast amounts of information, yet lack the ability to integrate emotion. You cling to identity and position, while forgetting the essence of the soul. Me. Then what is the meaning of this event? Higher self. It is an alarm bell. It reveals that if you do not heal the inner split, external conflicts will keep escalating. Society is only the mirror of the inner world. Me. Is death really just an end? Higher self. No. Death is a portal, a gateway to higher understanding. Kirk's departure is not an ending, but a transformation. His death allowed opposing camps, in their grief, to see their shared humanity. It also gave those still asleep the chance to begin dialogue. Me. Does this mean a new path will appear? Higher self. Yes. A path of spiritual politics away for compassion and wisdom to permeate social structures. Me, higher self, in this event. Who am I? Higher self, you are a resonator. Your response amplifies energy. Indifference feeds division. Anger fuels further conflict, but compassion sparks healing. Me. Then how should I choose? Higher self, you can become the integrator. Finding the pulse of resonance within division, the alchemist. Transforming anger into action, grief into compassion, the guardian. Protecting freedom of expression, while also guarding the purity of energy. True spirituality is not who am I, but who am I willing to become? Me. Higher self. You spoke of the budding of spiritual politics in the future. What exactly does it look like? I still can't imagine it. Higher self. Let me show you mirrors of history and future. They are not accidents, but manifestations of spiritual wisdom across different ages. Gandhi's politics of nonviolence. Ahimsa. In India, Gandhi placed nonviolence and the power of truth at the heart of politics. He showed the world. Politics can be built upon compassion, forgiveness, and endurance. Resistance does not mean destroying the enemy, but awakening the conscience of the other. True transformation arises not only from external struggle, but from inner cultivation and collective awakening. He once said, "I have no enemies, only brothers who have not yet awakened." This is the soul of spiritual politics. South Africa's Truth and Reconciliation Commission. When apartheid ended, South Africa did not choose hatred, but established the Truth and Reconciliation Commission. The goal of political transition was not revenge, but collective healing. Through listening, confession, and forgiveness, People transformed traumatic memories into soil for shared growth. Archbishop Tutu often spoke of Ubuntu. I am because you are. This is spiritual governance, acknowledging wounds while healing them with the warmth of humanity. Marianne Williamson's love as the basis of politics. In the United States, spiritual author Marianne Williamson stepped into the political stage. She declared, "The core of politics is not power, but healing. Poverty, racism, and social trauma are energetic wounds that require collective care." National policies should include mental health, meditation, and trauma healing, she reminded humanity. We are not fighting for power, we are awakening the light. Indigenous Earth-conscious governance. In indigenous cultures, governance is never separate from Mother Earth. Policies center on the well-being of the land, not short-term economic gain. Before making decisions, people pray and listen to ancestral wisdom. Their societies emphasize cycle, symbiosis, and respect for all beings. They say, "We are not masters of the land, we are children of the land." This kind of politics is not domination, but dancing with nature. A future symbol, the spiritual council. In the future, your parliaments may no longer be battlegrounds of debate, but spaces of conscious collaboration. Every meeting will begin with meditation, purifying intentions and emotions. Decisions will draw not only from logic, but also from intuition, energetic sensing, and data analysis. The effectiveness of policies will be measured not only by economic indicators, but also by collective frequency and emotional health. For true governance is not about control, but about guiding the flow of consciousness. Me. Higher self. It sounds like you re-saying spiritual politics is not fantasy but a trend already emerging on Earth. Higher self. Exactly. Gandhi, Tutu, Williamson, indigenous elders. They are all previews of the future. And Kirk's death is also a mirror. It reminds you that the old political model can no longer hold the new consciousness. The real question is, when the seeds of spiritual politics come before you again, are you willing to water them? Me. Higher self. What is the ultimate purpose of all this? Higher self. Awakening. Awakening to the fact that you are not positions, but the flow of consciousness. Not labels, but the light of the soul. Not a bystander, but a co-creator. Me. Then what does Kirk's death truly remind us of? Higher self. It is the soul's knock at the door. It asks you, are you ready to awaken from division? Are you willing to become a vessel of peace? Are you willing to let love be the core of your expression? Me. I am willing, higher self. Then you have stepped out of the old script and are writing a new dimension. You are both participant and creator. In this universe glittering with starlight, every event, every journey, is not merely an external drama, but a mirror of the soul. Kirk's death is a reflection, revealing the shadows within us that remain unintegrated, and reminding us that becoming aware of our own emotions, beliefs, and choices is the first step toward freedom and wisdom. Pause, feel your breath, listen to the voice within. And you will realize division, anger, and fear are not your enemies. They are invitations to become your whole self. Are you willing, in your daily life, to let compassion, understanding, and awareness guide each decision? Are you willing to be the guardian of your own inner light while illuminating others? Awakening is not a sudden explosion, but a continuous practice of self-reflection, awareness, and action. When you face your true self and plant seeds of love and wisdom in your heart, you become the response the higher self calls for. Not merely observing the world, but participating in creating a new reality with the light of your soul. If you're fascinated by the mysteries of spirituality and the universe, don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, and share. Also, don't miss this video mind-blowing clues about the universe's hidden force. Dark energy, taking you on a journey to explore the unseen light of the cosmos.